Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Iris Rafferty. I'm a health associate and a third-year biomedical engineering major here at UT. I'm so excited to introduce Dr. Moise, who I had the pleasure of working with in the fall 2024 cycle of Texas Health Catalyst on the smartphone detection of fetal movements using AI project. To help, I helped conduct market research to better understand the need for improved fetal movement monitoring and tracking. After the cycle, I had the amazing opportunity to continue working with the team, where I first started out by helping with recruitment efforts, and I've now pivoted to helping with the app's development. It has been so meaningful to see how a clinical need has moved from research and market discovery to a real tool that will help directly impact patients. I've been so grateful to learn from Dr. Ruiz and his team, and I'm so excited for y'all to learn more about his work and hear about his experience with the Texas Health Catalyst. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ruiz.
Thanks, Iris. So what I want to show you here in a very brief time is what we're doing in our project and how Texas Catalyst got us started. This is what you see here is an ultrasound of a fetus between the two red arrows, the fetal chest, and you can see the breathing movements along the top strip. You can actually see the audio recording and those spikes are going along with those fetal movements that are occurring in utero. This idea came to me 8 years ago. And the young lady on the left is my oldest granddaughter, is now 8 years old. And when she was in utero, I had my oldest daughter record some audio recordings, brought those with me to Austin, had them analyzed at the Texas Advanced Computing Center, and I was told there's something to this. So we began a pilot study. You see one of our patients on the right, where we did simultaneous recording with ultrasound, a smartphone audio recording, and then the patient's perception on a laptop. At the last year, at April 2025, we were lucky enough to receive $35,000 from the Texas Health Catalyst program, and we won the Pioneer Award at this very meeting some time ago. And what we were able to see, we've now done this in over 220 patients in our pilot. And if you look at our graph here, first on patient perception, we broke our movements into 3 types: gross fetal movement, breathing movements, and hiccups, and that's the patient perception you see in that graph. And when we applied our AI model to this, you can see we do so much better than the patient in detecting fetal movements, both gross, much better in detecting fetal breathing, and we can even detect fetal hiccups better than the mom does. So across the board, we're picking up fetal movements much better than the mother perceives those movements. We were able to get our first publication, just came out this month, in one of our major journals. It's read by 40,000 OBGYNs in this country. With the money from the Healthcare Catalyst, we were able to form 3 focus groups. 2 of those were a not-for-profit stillbirth group, so we talked to moms who'd had previous stillbirths, and with their input, we began the development of an app, which is about ready to roll out. And here you see some of the screenshots of what that app's going to look like. We had moms weigh in on the name for the app and came up with the name Womb Watch, and that'll be the name of the app as it gets rolled out. We were lucky enough just recently to be awarded from the UT Real Health AI pilot project, a $500,000 award, which started in April of this year and will go until September of next year. And that's going to allow us to go into the clinical arena and actually begin to use our product. So we plan to enroll 60 patients, 20 at each of 3 healthcare science centers, and split between 50% low risk and high risk in the 3rd trimester. And we plan to start enrollment in July of this year and hope to conclude in September of next year. Our ultimate goal will be to roll this out to a large population to seek FDA clearance first and collect data based on IRB approval from actual large volumes of patients. In our focus groups, we had a 100% adherence to wanting to participate in research when this actually goes live in a large population. We hope to analyze that data and create personalized profiles of fetal movement that would potentially predict stillbirth and then move up to a diagnostic app as a Category 3 FDA app. Our goal ultimately is to prevent stillbirth. It still occurs in 1 in 175 pregnancies in this country, and we really don't have a current means of preventing that, but we hope we can change that. Thanks for your attention today and your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moyes. So we have one more alumni to present on their progress, and we'll have one of our former health associates also introduce Dr. Leanne Field. So I'll bring on stage Asmat Panda. He was from our class of fall of 2024 cycle as well. He is class of 2028, majoring in electrical and computer engineering. So please welcome Asmat to introduce the next alumni team. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Asmat Panda, and I was a member of the Texas Health Catalyst Associate Program in the fall 2024 cohort. And our role as Texas Health Catalyst Associates was to help our project team focus on their path to market, as well as refine their business model. To help accomplish this, we worked closely with expert mentors and underwent training through the Texas Health Catalyst Program, where we learned how an innovative strategy can be turned into a support system that not only saves millions of dollars, but millions of lives as well. Now, flash forward a year and a half later, my experience as a health associate still remains a valuable skill that I use every single day, as it taught me valuable concepts such as learning more about business models, paths to success, and value propositions, whereas important skills in a very entrepreneurial environment that I used to help evaluate businesses and ideas. As a health associate, I work closely with Dr. Leanne Field's team on closing adult and prenatal immunization gaps. Our team had a successful proof of concept and was looking to close the gap and expand the CDC's code list. And now, after receiving funding, I'll hand the mic off to Dr. Leanne Field, who will introduce more about their clinical and innovative support system.
How do you advance the? Well, good afternoon. This is, you're coming into the middle of the movie, the VACOP Clinical Decision Support movie, and it's a public health informatics problem. And we were really excited about where we are today. So this is a look at our large team, and I want to point out one of the key persons on the team is Dr. Vincent Fonseca, who's board certified in clinical informatics, preventive medicine, and lifestyle medicine. So the opportunity is chronic diseases lead the cause of death, and they're the leading drivers of healthcare costs in the U.S., $4.5 trillion per year. 60% of adults have at least one chronic disease, and thus fully vaccinating these high-risk adults against vaccine-preventable diseases can keep them healthy and drive down healthcare costs. The problem is that healthcare providers often have a difficulty in their clinics identifying which high-risk adult patients need vaccines. This is because CDC's vaccines rules are now very complicated. You have 13 pages of notes for specialized situations, and the vaccine forecasts for the high-risk patients are not automated. Forecasts are based on the patient's age and previous vaccine only. So that means providers must manually look up which vaccines to give for patients that have chronic diseases. Our solution was the creation of the VACOP, or Vaccine Optimization CDS system. This work was funded for 3 years by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, and we had a successful proof of concept at People's Community Clinic here in Austin. This CDS system was 100% accurate at delivering automated vaccine forecasts based on each patient's unique underlying medical conditions and contraindications directly into the clinic's EHR via public HIEs. How did we do this? We expanded CDC's medical code list from 104 total SNOMED CT codes only to 8,000 medical codes for 5 adult vaccines. Our code list identified 100% of patients at PCC with chronic conditions who needed vaccines, compared to CDC's code list that identified only 18% of patients. So the problem has been solved. Now we have to implement optimized vaccine forecasts based on our UT code set and aligned with ACIP guidelines, enable providers to quickly identify high-risk patients who did and did not need vaccines, and both of those are important. So we were very fortunate to receive a Texas Health Catalyst Innovation Grant on March 2025, and we had 2 goals. We started with 5 vaccines. We wanted to complete the medical codes list for all adult vaccines, both indications and contraindications, and we wanted to design a more user-friendly prototype display to show the optimized vaccine forecast. And then we still have yet to do ask clinic providers and pharmacists to evaluate the displays. So we've nearly completed both our goals. So as far as the codes, we've now compiled an additional 6,980 new medical codes that are medical indications and contraindications to vaccinate across CDC's 64 unique observation codes. So our final code set, when we put it together with our original 5, will contain more than 15,000 medical codes. And it will include all 16 vaccines in CDC's recommended adult immunization schedule shown here. We also have finished the design of user-friendly displays, and this is just an example of one. And now we're ready to recruit some providers. Maybe there's someone here who would like to help us evaluate, and we will have one of 2 choices for providers, and they can vote on which one they think is better and why. And we've been very gratified to have some potential commercialization possibilities. One of our VACOF partners is interested in licensing the complete UT code set, and we have a leading global pharmaceutical organization with a strong track record in vaccine R&D who has a strong interest in a potential collaboration. The scope would include validation of the medical codes, licensing, and annual updates. The research proposal I'm writing now will be hopefully submitted in the next few weeks, and we'll have talks about defining a viable path forward. And I've been very pleased to work with the Discovery to Innovation Office to learn about IP, how we're going to protect our UT code list, our optimized vaccine displays, and about potential licensing agreements. So the team that UT Austin has in place is just fantastic. So I thank Agapito and others who have come alongside us. So thank you very much.